Hi, Clint here, Crimson Landscape, here to talk about your landscape design. Alrighty. This landscape design is low maintenance, easy to maintain, low risk as well. For the most part, the plant selected shouldn't have any problem surviving the heat of summer, the cold of winter, and the moisture swings as well. I went pretty simple. Some of the plants I would definitely go larger, just based on the locations in the bed, so you don't look like you have tiny baby plants in the beds. I'm going to start on the left here. These are daylilies, so I want some daylilies to balance color. These daylilies also are on the same side, on the right side over here, so you have daylily, same color on the corners, then you have the same color daylilies in the middle. This is a bridal spirea. It gets tall, wild, beautiful white bloom for a couple weeks. Spirea here, easy to maintain, low maintenance, and will take this is kind of a dense shade area and do well in this space. It does require a little bit of sun, but it should do fine in this location. Giant liripe here, simple filler plant, nice big grass. I did dwarf Burford hollies here in the garage, just because they're easy to maintain, super slow growing. You can let them grow into a hedgerow, or you can keep them trimmed into individual shrubs. Repeated the giant liripe here, and then went with pink mullygrass here. Pink mullygrass is a great plant. This is a hot spot on the house. It gets a lot of heat reflecting off of it. So I picked a plant that I know would really do well in the heat. In the front here, these are dwarf Yopon hollies, which is a smaller shrub. I went with the smaller shrub here so it didn't block the natural light coming in the front. Also evergreen. I would definitely get the 7 gallons here, just so it looks a little bit fuller. These are super slow growing. Beds aren't very deep. Beds are only about 4 feet deep. I kept it that way just so you didn't have to maintain a lot of landscaping around the front. Side of the house here, simple Nandina as space fillers. Easy to maintain shrub. Repeated the giant liripe here. Trees aren't quite exact location based on in this design. It's just pretty close. It's just mulch along the foundation here with some steel edge border to mitigate erosion. Then some variegated liripe back here. I did the variegated liripe back here just because at distance you can see pops of color. There's a few other things we can go back here that are more expensive, but for easy to maintain, low maintenance, it's hard to beat a variegated liripe. Then grass. The rest is just grass. We can do St. Augustine's, probably what I would go with, or we could do zoysia. For the cost difference, if it's my house, in your particular application, I'm probably doing St. Augustine just for the fact your neighbor has that. Alrighty, backyard. Oh, of course we can do lights as well if you want to incorporate lights in the front. I did not include those in this design. Backyard, this is kind of a hot spot as well, so I repeated the pink mullies. Also, I did that because this is more of a native Texas theme. Wasn't sure if you wanted to repair the grass in this space and if you wanted to repair the grass in this space, so I did not include anything here. Not shown in the design is the drainage. There will be hidden drainage underneath here, etc. All right, back plants. I kept the back landscape bed behind the pool actually a little narrow. I didn't want to go too big. The bigger, the more you have to maintain, the more you have to spray weeds. So I went a little simple, and I went native Texas just because this gets full sun back here. So the right got a color guard yucca, got a juniper. This is a Wichita blue juniper. This is a AW spirea. These are just red yuccas. Texas sage in the middle for a pop of color. These are abelias, either Rose Creek or Canyon Creek. We'll just see what's in stock to see which the produce flavor they have in stock when we pick the abelias. Salvia gregas here is a good filler. Then again, the variegated liripe underneath these trees. This bed layout ain't quite exactly. Magnolias have a shallow root system, so I'm not sure how close we can get these liripes around the tree. But I wanted to at least have something as filler underneath this so there's a pop of color at distance. We'll certainly have to make some small changes to your irrigation system. We'll have to move some dirt around back here to fix the grade and stuff like that back here as well. Let me go to this position, let you see the above view. There you go. All right, let me go to the front yard, let you see the above view. All right, I didn't include grass on this side. Certainly can add it if you want. Of course, we can repair as much grass back here as you want. I didn't include repairing grass in this space as well. I wasn't sure how far you wanted to go. All right, next steps. We can jump on a Zoom. We can talk about this and narrow down what things you want to quote, or you can just send me a detailed email explaining what you want a quote on or if you have any changes. Thanks, and I appreciate your time, as well as if you're a first-time guest seeing one of our videos, you can check us out at crimsonlandscape.com.